This piece was a failure. I made this piece as a way to learn how to sweat solder. My first big mistake was using too hot a flame. The silver piece at the top started melting onto the copper plate below. This made the piece completely unworkable and I had to start from scratch. My second mistake was being unable to execute the details of my design. I wanted to create a snake design that had very detailed scales and leaves going around it, but my skill level at the time could not meet the level of precision needed. To be honest, I was very tempted to give up halfway through and just create something simpler, but I was very determined to keep going and see where this process would take me. In the end, when I was finally bending the piece into a bangle, it actually turned out a lot better than I expected. So does this mean that this piece wasn't a failure after all? For me, the answer is still no. I'm not the type of person who thinks that something is not anymore a failure just because it turned out okay in the end. It may sound a bit harsh, but to me, I had a very specific goal in mind, and even though I tried my absolute best, I didn't reach it. So it really is still a failure. But that doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. I'm happy that I went through this process and failed, because in that failure, I also learned. And whenever I see this bangle now, I am reminded of my own grit and the level of skill that I want to attain. The way I try to think about failure is that it's not good or bad. It's just part of the process. And that makes it a lot easier for me to embrace. This video is a bit slower, a bit more reflective, but I hope that you still enjoyed watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!